Hey guys, welcome to Priceless B Movies. This is going to be a special review that I'm doing. This movie actually was just recently released in theaters, so it really doesn't fit in with the group of movies that I've reviewed so far, which are, as you know, older films, 80s films, 90s films. But I feel the need to do a review for this film for a couple reasons. One is that this film almost didn't come out. This was actually something that was shot a couple years ago and was shown at various festivals here and there, but that almost did not see a release outside of that because of legal issues with the studio. Also because this isn't your normal horror film, at least by today's standards. This is a movie that's much more akin and even an homage to the cannibal films of the 70s and exploitation films of the 70s and the 80s. I was really excited when this film finally got a release and when it came out, and even more importantly that I was able to find a copy of it to review for you guys. Now, it's great that this film is out. It's a true testament to filmmakers, to independent filmmakers especially, that this movie has beaten the odds and is now seeing the light of day. That being said, is it any good? The Green Inferno. The Green Inferno stars Lorenza Itsu, eats something, or something's about to eat her. She's a freshman in college, and like every freshman in college seems to be, she has no idea what she's talking about. She's extremely ignorant, but she decides to join this group of student activists because why not? At least it'll make her feel like she has some purpose, even though she knows next to nothing about what comes with activism and what these people actually do. She, from the very get-go, just thinks it's all about hunger strikes for some reason and doesn't think it really gets too much worse than that. But, of course, she's proven wrong. She and these other activists end up going to the Amazon to try to save this local tribe because, of course, the big bad Americans are going to come and bulldoze these trees and displace this tribe, and something's got to be done about that. It's great that she's enthusiastic about helping, but the fact is she gets into this for all the wrong reasons. Her enthusiasm is very misguided here. En route, the plane carrying all these students crashes, leaving a few of them dead and the others to be captured by this tribe that they were gonna go try to protect. And the tribe turn out to all be cannibals and headhunters. Get why I laughed earlier at the eat something joke? Yeah, it's funny now. You didn't laugh earlier probably, but I'm laughing. I'm gonna get right down to it though. I'm sure if you were awaiting the release of this film just like me, then there's one question on your mind. Colin, is it any good? As a horror movie, is it scary? As a cannibal movie, is it gross? Here's the thing. This movie is exactly what I thought it was going to be, which is great. Except that that's kind of the problem. There are a lot of critics out there who tried to complain and say, oh, their plane doesn't even crash until an hour into the movie, and it's only like 25 minutes that they're actually with this tribe and in danger. The movie's a total ripoff. I'll lay your fears to rest right now and tell you that's total bullshit. It's like 35 to 40 minutes into the movie, the plane goes down. For the last half of the film, for the better half of the film, we have the tribe and we have what they're doing. You have the horror aspects, which a lot of critics are claiming don't come in until the end. I'm telling you right now, that's bullshit. Not going to go into the names of the other people in the cast because honestly, everyone's either really one-dimensional here and just exists to get killed, or they're from some part of the Amazon and I have no freaking idea how to pronounce their names. Getting down to it, is the movie bloody? Yes. If you've watched any Eli Roth movie, then you know that this movie, especially once you know that it's about cannibals, is going to have 2 or 3 scenes of people being ripped apart and eaten. I will say that I was a little disappointed, though, because it's almost treated like a zombie movie. It's just they gather around the person and shout out, and you see blood spurt here and there, and, someone walks off with a leg or something. That's how most of these scenes are shot. And this is edited so rapidly that I almost feel like Eli Roth was just kind of afraid. He's really restrained here, actually, with the gore. Everything happens in pretty quick edits. And even though you do see some grisly stuff, it's always right off of the screen within 2 seconds. You're never forced to linger on a wound or on, some body part for too long. Is it scary? Absolutely not. This is not a scary movie. In fact, there's this whole comedic tone to it. And unfortunately, the comedy really takes center stage. There is no real tension in the Green Inferno. I mean, when these kids are going to be killed and eaten, you're not going to sit there and be like, oh my god, this is horrible, oh, I can't watch. You're going to be like, oh, gross! dude, did you see that? That was fucking awesome. But yeah, as a horror film, Green Inferno is terrible. As a comedy that has a lot of blood and guts in it, it's fairly decent. It's not as good as I was hoping that it would be, but it's definitely not bad either. You know, I liked it a lot better than I liked Eli Roth's other new film, Knock Knock, which also stars Lorenza E. So I thought that was a total piece of shit. But this is pretty good for what it is. At the end of the day, I'm going to give The Green Inferno 2.5 stars. This is almost good, but there are just, you know, it never quite finds its tone. The comedy is too upfront. I think if it had been a little less comedic and they'd spent a bit more time on, you know, creating tension during the cannibalism scenes, then I think I would have rated this a bit higher. But this is not Cannibal Holocaust or any of those movies that it's an homage to. It's basically a stoner comedy where some cannibals eat some kids. So that's my review of The Green Inferno. Stay tuned, I got a lot more reviews coming your way. Also, and as always, if there's a movie you can think of that is either overlooked or underappreciated by mainstream critics or audiences or both, and you'd like to know what I think about it, let me know in the comments section below and I'll see what I can do about checking out a copy of that movie and putting up a review for you. Thanks for watching and stay tuned for more Priceless B movies.